You ever wonder what the real difference is between a computer that's awesome for gaming and one that's, just for checking emails? Well, a huge piece of that puzzle is its graphics power. So in this hardware tutorial, we're going to break down the two main types of graphics processors so you can choose the right one for you. Let's dive in. All right, to kick things off, let's just think for a second about what we're all looking at right now on our screens, from simple websites to these incredibly complex virtual worlds. I mean, really, have you ever just sat back and wondered how that's even possible? The incredible detail, the seamless motion, it feels like magic, right? But what's actually behind the curtain making it all happen? It's not some wizardry. It's actually a super powerful piece of hardware humming away inside your machine. And that powerhouse is the GPU, the graphics processing unit. Yup, that's the secret sauce behind every single crisp image, every smooth video, and every immersive game you've ever experienced. Okay, so what in the world is a GPU really? And how does it pull off all this incredible stuff? Let's peel back the layers and meet the artist that lives inside your computer. So you've got your computer's main brain, right? The CPU. Think of it as a general manager, handling all sorts of different tasks. But the GPU, it's a total specialist. Its one job, its a whole reason for being, is to crank out visuals. Let me give you an analogy that makes this crystal clear. So imagine your computer is a whole company. The CPU, that's the CEO, the manager. It's organizing everything, making the big decisions, making sure all the departments are running smoothly. And the GPU? Well, the GPU is the company's dedicated artist with one massive, all-consuming job to draw everything you see on the screen, from the tiny cursor to these huge, complex 3D worlds. So how does this artist work so incredibly fast? Its superpower is this amazing thing called parallel processing. Think about it like this. If you wanted to paint a giant mural, one person painting line by line would take forever, right? But what if you had like 1,000 artists and each one painted just one tiny square, but they all did it at the exact same time? That's the GPU, and that's how we get that buttery smooth motion in our favorite videos and games. Okay, that's cool and all, but where does the rubber meet the road? Why should you actually care about what kind of GPU you have? Where does all this power make a real-world difference for you? Oh, the impact is absolutely massive, especially now that everything is so demanding. I mean, gaming is the obvious one for sure, but we're also talking about heavy-duty video editing, 3D animation, crazy scientific computing, and even AI development. For any of those things, having the wrong GPU doesn't just slow you down. It can literally stop you in your tracks. Just try to wrap your head around how intense this work is. Every single time you move your character in a game, the GPU is recalculating everything. And I mean everything you see. The way light bounces off a wall, the texture of the pavement, the shadow your character is casting, all of it in real time. It's just a mind-boggling amount of computation happening every single second. And that brings us to the heart of the matter, the big choice you have to make. When you're shopping for a new computer, you're going to face one major decision when it comes to graphics. Do you go with an integrated GPU or a dedicated one? All right, let's break this down nice and simple. An integrated GPU, well, it's baked right into the main processor, the CPU. It's super efficient, but the catch is it has to share the computer's main memory with everything else, and that can create a bottleneck. A dedicated GPU, on the other hand, is its own separate beefy graphics card, and crucially, it has its own private, ultra-fast memory called VRAM. Since it doesn't have to share resources, it's just way, way more powerful for all those heavy lifting tasks we just talked about. All right, so let's bring it all home. How do you make the right choice for you? Honestly, it really just boils down to one simple question. What kind of user are you? So basically, you've got two clear paths to choose from. Path number one, the integrated GPU. This is perfect if your computer life is mostly about browsing the web, streaming Netflix, and using things like Word or Excel. It's energy efficient, it keeps the cost of the computer down, and it does the job perfectly for everyday stuff. But path number two, the dedicated GPU. If you are a serious gamer, a professional video editor, a 3D artist, you just need that raw, uncompromised power. It's pretty much non-negotiable to get your work done right. So at the end of the day, it's all about you. Who are you, the everyday user or the power creator? Now that you get the difference between that efficient daily driver and the powerhouse artist inside the machine, you can make a really smart choice. Just think about what you do, what you create, and what you play. The answer to that question will tell you everything you need to know about the graphics power you need.